You're watching ShortStreamTV, a Kitty Hill digital community.
Well, hey there, buddies. My name is Jeff Deck. I'm here in the new Tiki Hunt of Happiness, and I would like to share with you an uplifting fact to carry you through your week. Now, Google recently started something called the World Wonders Project, and you can go and check out 132 different cultural sites around the world to at least see the outsides of some buildings and walk around some grounds and get a little preview of places that you might want to take a vacation to someday. On Versailles a little bit, the White City of Tel Aviv, Shark Bay in Australia, visit the temples of Kyoto. Obviously no substitute for visiting the places in person, but it's fun to just be able to take a look at them virtually on the interwebs. Hey, I'll see you next time.
In respect of full disclosure, I am one of those people who voted for Obama and am less than happy with him now. However, much respect as I have had for John McCain, I am simply astonished at his consistent assertions that Obama has been behind these leaks. One of the interpretations of these leaks, which could be deliberate, is to alert our allies and our enemies that we have this capability. It is imperative, now that we've proven that we can do this, that we and the rest of the world determine the appropriate use of this kind of power, just as we did with atomic weapons. I don't for a minute think that it was done for political purposes. Although it may very well be that it was done for some very good reasons and that the administration wants to decline recognition for whatever. Although I don't think that Obama would ever have agreed to release this information to further his political career. I think it's too bad for McCain to continue asserting that he thinks he did.
So today is Market Square Day, and I really didn't quite recognize it without the rain. It's a beautiful day, lots of people down here. I've been manning part of the day the booth here at PPMTV, but had a chance to speak to a lot of folks, so here, have a look. Now, PPMTV has a presence here at Market Square Day.
A big one. We're delighted to be here. We are hosting the stage today for the performing acts, which include folks from Seacoast Rap and All Together Now and some other bands. It's really going to be a fun afternoon.
What's new with you?
Lots of great things. Working with PPMTV.
Of course, that's see that
right there. Yes, developing and about ready to air a show for my series of shows called Open Here.
Great.
Yep.
This is my first time in a long time covering Market Square Day as a civilian, I guess you could say.
Is it?
Normally I'm here with my reporter notebook and a camera talking to people, but I'm taking in the scenery and enjoying the day today. So,
for people that haven't stopped in, what do you do?
What do we do? What don't we do? No, we are full service custom concrete, tile, and stone showroom, and we take care of all our own installs as well. So service the product, service the install, and that's what we do.
Basically,
so
any hard surface.
Pretty much. Yep. Exactly.
I've already got my bathroom picked out. I just have to figure out how to pay for it all.
That's right. This is part of that.
Yeah. Right. You run into the craziest people out here on the street, like this guy from NHSeacoastTV. Dave, how the heck are you?
Doing good.
Walking awkwardly through the crowd with the camera?
You can't really see very well when you're looking through the viewfinder and trying to walk. You kind of bounce into people.
That's why I just hold the camera over my shoulder.
And I've taken the camera away from Matt. So I don't even know where I lost him. I lost my cameraman, so I've got the camera.
For viewers at home that don't know what Patch is, or maybe haven't really fully familiarized yourself, which you should, what's your 30-second description of Patch?
Well, Portsmouth Patch is a daily online community news website that provides lots of stories and information and photos and video about all the things happening in Portsmouth that we think people care about the most that are happening here in the community.
We both ran.
It looked like, how many people were there? Because it just went on and
I think someone said it was like 2,000.
Yeah, I was 2009, so...
Now, this has got to be one of the best ideas I've ever seen. I've met Buoy Bill here before, but tell me about the Buoy bat.
The Buoy bat is a novelty sporting good made from a real lobster buoy. Totally fun to play because it has a giant sweet spot. Kids think it's cool because it's a buoy, and buoys are kind of out of touch off the coast, so therefore kids love it because they can actually play with it.
Now, there's just one thing that I hate about this, is that I didn't think of it.
That is too bad, Dan. I'm sorry that you didn't think of it, but really happy I did.
Right. Sam was one of our first PPMTV board members.
It's true.
I think actually you were the first, were you the first vice president? And then you ran off, traveled around the world. Tell us a little bit now that you're back.
20 months around the world, back in the hometown of Portsmouth, and seeing the world with new eyes. After seeing, a lot of places, this is one of the best, and this is the place I call home.
Now you are the organizer of today's little event.
Yes, I'm the
not so little.
Well, not so little. I'm the executive director of Pro Portsmouth, and so it's my responsibility to kind of put all the pieces together to make today happen.
And you couldn't have asked for any better weather.
No, great day, beautiful day.
Over the last 10 years, how many days do you think we've had like this?
I would say probably about half. I know the last 3 years have been pretty rainy, so we needed this one.
Yeah, and now what does an event like this do for the community?
Well, I know myself today, I've seen so many people I haven't seen in a long time. So, it's definitely a community neighborhood kind of thing, but I can tell by the crowd as well and by the cars coming in. There are folks coming in from all over the country. So it's not just about our little community, it's about, kind of like concentric circles outside of Portsmouth. People just love our downtown. And they know that the second Saturday in June every year, they can come, out here for a great festival.
Great, well, it's been a fantastic day, and how can people find out more about Pro Portsmouth?
We are at www.proportsmouth.org.
Great. Well, there you go. Check it out. And if you missed it this year, don't worry. Second Saturday of next year, this is where you want to be.
Great. Thanks, Dan.
Guitar shut.
Hey! 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 Well, for current fathers, don't forget to give valuable advice to fathers-to-be, like me. For fathers-to-be, I'm learning that there's really not much I can do, not much you can do. Just grin and bear it. And for fathers not yet realized, just keep practicing.
That's your stay-at-home dad advice tip. Make sure you point.
Cross-country travel can be a rewarding experience for the whole family. But there are times when young passengers need something besides scenery to keep them happy and occupied. Here is a game that's fun for all. How far is it to that mountain ahead? Each member of the family guesses, and the closest guess scores a point. Many familiar parlor games become more enjoyable because they're played in a parlor on wheels. Spelling games and guessing games and license plate games inspired by the passing scene.